Hello, testing. Hello, check. Hello. Hello, testing. Hello. Hello, check. Hello. Hello, testing. Hello.
ஜெயதி சார் எங்கே போனார்? அவர்கிட்ட தானே சொல்லி வச்சிருந்தேன். சரி, ஓகே, கொடுப்போம். அந்த டெஸ்க்கு பத்தாதுல அதுக்கு தான் நாங்கள் வச்சு கொண்டு.
Hello, testing. Hello. Hello, check. Hello, testing. Hello. Hello, check. Hello.
Guest of today's function, Professor M.G. Seduraman. My dear students, good morning to you. I'm happy to note that the department is conducting its 25th edition of EFC this year, and it is
Good morning to you all. It is with great pleasure that we welcome you to the UGC sponsored National Conference on Expanding Frontiers in Chemistry. To ensure a seamless and engaging experience throughout the day, we have a team of dedicated hosts who will be guiding you through each segment of this event. I am Reena Roshni, and joining me are Beulah Merlin Jennifer from 1st PG, Vanmati from 3rd UG, and Aishwarya and Vimal Anand from 2nd UG. Together, we will be your hosts for today's session, ensuring smooth transitions and an enriching experience. With that, let us begin the inauguration ceremony, EFC 25, by inviting our esteemed dignitaries.
It's a great honor to welcome you to the National Conference on Expanding Frontiers in Chemistry, organized by PG Department of Chemistry. To begin this auspicious occasion, we are privileged to have with us our esteemed dignitaries, Reverend Father John Pragasam S.J., Rector, Arul Anandar College, a guiding force behind the institution's growth and excellence. Father, we are delighted to have you here.
Reverend Father Anthony Swami A.S.J., Secretary, AAC, whose unwavering support has been instrumental in the development of our academic programs. Father, we extend a warm welcome to you.
Reverend Father Anbar S.J., Principal, Anandar College, a visionary leader shaping the academic and research excellence of Anandar College. I welcome you, Father, in his absence.
We also extend a warm welcome to our dedicated faculty members from the Department of Chemistry, Anandar College, whose guidance and effort make this event possible. A special acknowledgement to our convener, Dr. N. Savita Devi, our organizing secretary, Dr. A. John Jeevagan, and the entire organizing committee for their tireless work.
A heartfelt welcome to our research scholars, students, and participants from various institutions. Your enthusiasm and passion for learning and immense value to this conference. With all our esteemed guests gathered, let us now proceed with the prayer song.
As we gather here for the National Conference on Expanding Frontiers in Chemistry, EFC 25, let us begin this auspicious occasion with a moment of reflection and gratitude. To invoke divine blessings and set a harmonious tone for the day, I invite our students to lead us in a soulful prayer song. Let us all listen with reverence. I request you to rise up for prayer song.
தாயாக அன்பு செய்யும் என்னுயிர் நீதானையா சேயாக நம்பி வந்தோம் வாழ்வில் ஒளியேற்றவா தாயாக அன்பு செய்யும் என்னுயிர் நீதானையா சேயாக நம்பி வந்தோம் வாழ்வில் ஒளியேற்றவா கொஞ்சம் தமிழ் மொழி பேசி என்னை தேற்றவே கொஞ்சம் தமிழ் மொழி பேசி என்னை தேற்றவே பிஞ்சு நெஞ்சம் அழைக்குது வருவாய் தேவா பிஞ்சு நெஞ்சம் அழைக்குது வருவாய் தேவா தாயாக அன்பு செய்யும் என்னுயிர் நீதானையா சேயாக நம்பி வந்தோம் வாழ்வில் ஒளியேற்றவா உன் அன்பு சாரலில் நனைந்தாலே போதும் மின்னல்கள் நீங்கிடுமே உன் சுவாச காற்றில் கலந்தாலே போதும் விண்வாசல் அடைந்திடுவேன் உன் அன்பு சாரலில் நனைந்தாலே போதும் மின்னல்கள் நீங்கிடுமே உன் சுவாச காற்றில் கலந்தாலே போதும் விண்வாசல் அடைந்திடுவேன் நான் என்றும் உன் சாயல்தானே உன் கோவில் குடிகொள்ள நீ வா நான் என்றும் உன் சாயல்தானே உன் கோவில் குடிகொள்ள நீ வா தாயாக அன்பு செய்யும் என்னுயிர் நீதானையா சேயாக நம்பி வந்தோம்
Thank you for that beautiful and uplifting rendition.
I'm sorry, sir. I heartily welcome our chief guest, Dr. Sethuraman, for EFC 25.
Before we enter into the conference, with deep sorrow, we acknowledge the loss of educator, mentor, and researcher, Mrs. Henry Rita Mary, Department of Economics. Let us all stand up and maintain 1 minute of silence in her memory. Thank you. May her soul rest in peace.
It is indeed a moment of pride and joy as we embark on this journey of knowledge and exploration. To officially welcome our esteemed dignitaries, distinguished guests, respected faculty, and enthusiastic participants, I now invite Dr. N. Savit
For the Department of Chemistry, because today is a milestone for the Department of Chemistry. We are celebrating 25th year of the conference, Expanding Frontiers in Chemistry. And I'm really very happy and I feel proud in this moment. And I'm delighted to welcome Reverend Father Rector, who is a guide and backbone of our department. We are fortunate to have you with us as a mentor and backing us in all possible ways. I wholeheartedly welcome you, Father. I'm pleased to welcome Reverend Father Secretary, who is strict in discipline and wonderful person who supports us in any ways. I wholeheartedly welcome you, Father. I welcome Reverend Father Principal in his absence. He helps us in many ways. He is very simple and student-friendly. I welcome you, Father. And I have a very small story to share with you all. This story goes back to 24 years back, and it all started when our previous HODs, previous faculty, they had idea of having a seminar with one particular title. I just remember, and with gratitude, our previous heads, Professor Rajagopal, Professor Krishnamurthy, Dr. Charles sir, and Dr. Ten Raja sir, they sat and they wanted to have a seminar with a common title. And suddenly an angel came, and his name is Professor Sethuraman. And the term, Expanding Frontiers in Chemistry, is coined by him. Not only he coined the term, he guided us in many ways. He supported us in many ways, in all possible ways. He, just like guiding a child, he was guiding the department in all possible ways. And we are really very fortunate to have him today here. Sir is very, very busy. Amidst it, he is able to come here. And I thank God for having this opportunity. I welcome Professor Sethuraman wholeheartedly. Welcome you, sir. I welcome all the resource persons, Professor Sethuraman, Professor Velmadi from NIT, Professor Ravi Kumar from ISET Tirupati, Professor Alagiri Kaliyamurthy from ISER Trandram. I welcome them all. I'm excited to welcome all our faculty members because without them, nothing is possible. In all possible ways, they are supporting our department. I welcome all our faculty. I welcome the faculty from other colleges and other departments, officials, and I also welcome the participants from other colleges and other institutes. I welcome our own students. Welcome you all. I remain.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm and inspiring words. Your vision truly set the tone for this conference. Now let us move on to the next part of our program, lighting the lamp. Now, to mark the official commencement of this grand gathering, we move forward with a time-honored tradition, the lighting of lamp. Light symbolizes knowledge, wisdom, and the path towards enlightenment.
I now invite our esteemed dignitaries to come forward and light the lamp one by one. First, I invite Reverend Father John Prakasam S.J., Rector of Anandar College, to initiate this auspicious ceremony.
Next, I welcome Reverend Father Anthony Sami A. S.J., Secretary of Anandar College, to continue the ceremony.
Next, I welcome our dedicated convener, Dr. N. Savita Devi, whose leadership has been instrumental in organizing this event.
Now, I invite
With the lamps now lit, may this conference be filled with enlightenment and intellectual growth. Thank you, esteemed dignitaries, for gracing this moment.
As we celebrate this academic gathering, it is our honor to hear from the guiding pillars of our institution. We now invite our respected dignitaries to offer their felicitation addresses.
We invite Reverend Father Anthony Sami S.J., Secretary, Anandar College, for his felicitation. Welcome you, Father.
Good morning, friends. Respected Reverend Father Rector, the chief guest of the day, Dr. Sethu Raman, the head of the department and convener of the conference, respected professors of our college and other colleges, and my dear student friends and research scholars. I am really happy to see you all so much interested in research. Being the 25th year of our seminar starting in this college and this department is something remarkable, because every year it moves one step higher and higher. And every year we bring so many scholars who are interested, really interested in research and publications. Now, why do we need? Is it for the sake of conducting a seminar we conduct, or to propagate the research mentality among the students and the research scholars? I think the primary purpose is not just for the namesake. It's not for to just to keep the records, but rather to stimulate the minds of young students who are in undergraduate as well as postgraduate to move forward in their higher learning. Because many of us are satisfied with what we have. Oh, I have done my physics, BSc, okay, I will go for B.Ed or I will go for some job. There are some people, I will finish my MSc and then go for some job. The degree is not for the job. The degree is for the development of your knowledge and expand this knowledge to the development of the society. Because chemistry plays a major role today in the lives of the people today. Because people are not satisfied with what they have. They want to advance in everything. So when you have to go advance in everything, our knowledge also should develop in such a way to comprehend the needs of the people. And today, the industrial need for chemists is very much. And I am sure all of you who are present here should be aware of this particular fact. There is a need to develop our own lives, needs, and we are the people who can do it. Whether it is for your health or for good food or protection or any medicine, for anything, chemistry plays a very big role, very important role in the life of the people. Therefore, keeping this one in mind, today we are organizing this seminar, and which brings whatever we have today in the market. Because the scientists are moving very fast and things have developed in a different form. It's not the same what I have studied in 1974, 73 in my chemistry in BSc. All those things are studied by our 9th to 10th standards now. So much advanced. And we have to also mentally prepare to go ahead. Therefore, I request all the PG students who are completing their degree, go forward, move forward in the higher line so that you are a contributor for the development of the knowledge of the people and the students, and take up this research as a mission. It's not simply just for your own satisfaction, as a mission to the society at large. I'd like to congratulate the department for having continuously arranging all these programs and stimulating the students and the staff members interested in the research. And I also like to particularly congratulate the present head of department and her interest in this. And I also take opportunity, our staff members, really in the Department of Chemistry and the staff members are contributing a lot for the development of the college, and continue this so that the department, not only the department, but also the college may come to the limelight in the educational arena. So I wish everyone of all the best. I wish the participants to have a fruitful stay so that your knowledge is developed and you move forward in the higher lane for your education. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Father, for your inspiring words and unwavering support.
At this, we take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate the legacy of excellence set by our former heads of the department. Their guidance and contributions have paved the way for this conference. This video of Dr. N. Krishnamurthy, followed by Dr. J. A. Charles.
Students, please kind remain silent.
motion. Seduraman, good morning. Department of Chemistry, Dr. Rayappan, other faculty members of department, faculty members from other colleges, guest of G. Seduraman, my dear students, good morning to you. I'm happy to note that the department is conducting its 25th edition of EFC this year. And it is quite apt that Professor M.G. Seduraman is giving the inaugural speech for this EFC 2025. My memories go back to the time when myself, Dr. Charles, Professor Rajagopalan, Professor Then Raja contemplated on the idea of starting a annual feature, a seminar or something like that. And the name EFC was suggested by none other than Professor M.G. Seduraman. And from that time onwards, he is very closely associated with our department. Expanding frontiers or emerging frontiers in chemistry. When this topic was suggested, the title was suggested for the conference, we had certain apprehension because ours was primarily undergraduate department. Getting to what extent the lectures by eminent chemists will help our students. This was our initial apprehension, and during these initial periods, Professor M.G. Seduraman assisted us in quite a lot of ways, and for that our sincere thanks to him. And he practically every seminar or every conference, or his contribution to the department is indeed very, very great. Thanks, Professor M.G. Seduraman. And I take this opportunity to wish the seminar a great success. I wish the department to scale much more heights the coming years. All the best to you. Thank you.
Next video is by Dr. J.A. Charles.
Very good morning. As we celebrate 25 years of the Expanding Frontiers in Chemistry program, a significant milestone in the Department of Chemistry, Anandar College, my hearty congratulations to all Reverend Fathers from the management, Dr. Savita, head of the department, faculty members, and all the students. Over the past quarter century, EFC has provided a platform for knowledge exchange among leading scientists, educators across the country, and our students. Through workshops, lectures, panel discussions, oral and poster research presentations, EFC has empowered countless individuals to contribute to different fields of chemistry. On this momentous occasion, I extend my heartfelt thanks, congratulations to all those who have been a part of this journey, starting with Dr. Rajagopalan, Dr. Tenraj, Dr. Aragadas, Professor Krishnamurthy, Dr. Rayappan, and Dr. Savita, the current head of the department, for continuing the legacy of EFC. I congratulate all the faculty members, research scholars, and students belonging to the past 25 years for their collective efforts who made EFC a flagship event for the Department of Chemistry. Special thanks to all the resource persons. Particularly, I would like to thank Dr. Seduraman from Gandhigram University, who gave the title Expanding Frontiers in Chemistry 25 years ago in the year 2000. I remember. Thank you, sir. So once again, thank you all and congratulations on these 25 incredible years. I wish EFC to march ahead for several more years, giving the platform for knowledge sharing between the scientists and our students. Thank you so much.
Now, it's our privilege to honor our esteemed chief guest, Dr. M.G. Seduraman. I request Reverend Father John Prakasam SJ to honor him with the shawl.
Now, with immense pride, we invite our chief guest, Dr. M.G. Sethuraman, Senior Professor and Dean, School of Sciences, Gandhigram Rural Institute, to deliver the inaugural address.
Revered Rector and Secretary of this institution, Dr. Savita, Dr. Rayapan and other colleagues of the department, colleagues from other colleges, research scholars, my dear student friends. Very good morning to all of you. I'm indeed very happy to be here on this momentous occasion of 25th year of this EFC. As rightly said by Professor Krishnamurthy and Dr. Charles, I've been associated with this department for the past 3 decades. With every other event happening in this campus, particularly in this department, I am associated with. I have played my part in the revision of syllabus, in the introduction of the MSc program here, in the introduction of OBE, and many more. And even in the conduct of this seminar, I have played my part. When I was asked to suggest a title, I suggested this. And fortunately, it was also accepted by the colleagues then, and this became a 25-year-old even now. So, if you tell the name, you are able to identify the what? The college. பெயர் சொன்னால் போதும் தரம் விளங்கும்னு ஒரு அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் வரும்ல அது மாதிரி if you tell the name of the conference, they'll be able to identify that it is Arul Anandar's conference. To that extent, the title has become one with the institution's name. Now, coming to the domain of chemistry, this domain has been seeing a sea of changes. The kind of changes that we wish to see in everything that you are seeing here. Somebody asked, what are the big challenges before the chemist today? There are several challenges. Today's world itself is actually called a materialistic world. If you look at the kind of developments that are taking place in the arena of chemistry, I would say that it is mostly materials based. And if you look at the research papers and research contributions, it is all towards the development of materials and study of the properties of materials. To that extent, materialistic attraction is becoming pivotal, one. Second, if you look at after the corona, people are aware of the health issues. The whole world is inside the what? Inside the homes for nearly 1 to 1.5 years. There was no traffic. There was no congestion. There was no crowd. We didn't see this kind of silence never before. So, to that extent, we all were put under house arrest. And what was the reason? Corona. And COVID-19 was rightly attacked. The mankind won over the pandemic. And it is all because of the contribution from the scientists, including chemists. Nearly 148 countries have joined together to work for the vaccine, and that really could make the mankind win over the deadly disease. That is the second. Third, there are certain challenges before us. For example, in the area of energy. Now, years back, we used to think that petrol can be the eternal source of energy. Now it is not anymore. They say that for another 12 to 15 years only, the petroleum reserves can last. What is the future of your energy requirement? So what is that we are going to do? They say that your non-conventional energy sources are going to rule. They say that hydrogen is a future fuel. All such things are there, and chemists are working towards the development of what? Such strategies for this encountering the fuel crisis. Another issue that is there is, I don't know, if you look at the hot areas of research in chemistry, they say artificial photosynthesis. A plant is able to synthesize glucose. Are we able to do that? If we are able to have some chlorophyll on our back, and if we are able to synthesize glucose like our plant, there is nothing like that. People are trying to do that. People are also trying to unravel so many biological issues. Suppose if you look at the Nobel Prize winners in chemistry, most of them are biological oriented works. And why? People are interested in unraveling the truth regarding the biological chemistry. And one of the challenges is chemistry of thought. Okay, Sethuraman is talking. Okay, so that is actually the chemistry of thought. What makes people think? Okay, what makes people imagine? All that is being now slowly probed into. So there are umpteen number of challenges. Who are going to address these challenges? Young men and women like you. Our innings is getting over very soon. It's all for you to take over the challenges. I'm sure that the scientists from this campus also will have the courage to face these kind of challenges to bring the best to the chemistry also. I'm sure that this will be a kind of motivating factor for you to take up science. At a time where basic science is not, attracting students for their programs. BSc Physics, nobody is joining. BSc Mathematics, nobody is joining. Chemistry is slightly better. But another 10 years' time, we will have dearth of personnel in basic sciences too. Fortunately, you have taken up chemistry. You have taken up science. So you have got a very bright future. If you are able to, develop interest, a passion for the study of chemistry, I'm sure that you will become the best. You will have a successful career. I wish that you all become a passionate scientist, contributing for the welfare of the citizens all over the world. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, knowledge is measured not in terms of length and breadth. Knowledge is measured in terms of depth. How deep you are in the subject. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has become the philosophy. I'll finish it in 2 minutes. One wife or husband, two children, 3-bedroom apartment, a 4-wheeler, a 5-digit salary. This is the average dream of an Indian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One husband or wife. So then 2 children, 3-bedroom apartment, a 4-wheeler, a 5-digit salary. Now something beyond this is also there in life. Okay, chemistry can give that. We are all just not belonging to a particular caste. Sadhika Pirandavargal. So take it to the science. So hold that. I'm sure that this will be a kind of platform which will motivate you to take up to science and to contribute for the betterment of this discipline. So I wish you all success. I congratulate the faculty members for the excellent arrangements made. I congratulate the head of the department, the management of this institution for continuously holding 25 conferences or academic meets on the same title. I'm sure that there will be 50 year of this also, and I'm a little greedy. Probably if I'm alive, I'll be there to participate in the 50th year of that EFC also. Wish you all good luck. Thank you for your presence and patience. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir, for your materialistic speech, thought-provoking and insightful address. To commemorate this occasion, we are delighted to release the conference proceedings. I invite our Reverend Father Rector, Reverend Father Secretary, Convener Dr. Savitha Devi, Dr. S. Rayappan, and our faculty members to do the honors. I also request resource person to join this session.
I request all our faculty members to come to the dais. Jansi. Dr. John Peter.
I request everyone to maintain silence. Thank you, Reverend Father, Dr. Sethuraman Sir, and all our faculty members.
As we conclude the inaugural session, it is only fitting to express our heartfelt gratitude to all who have made this event possible. And I will invite Dr. K. Jansirani, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, to deliver the vote of thanks. Welcome you, ma'am.
Good morning, dear participants and faculty members and my dear staffs. I offer a warm welcome to all the guests and organizers on this beautiful and glorious Sunday. I am really gratified for giving me a chance to deliver a vote of thanks speech to such a honorable audience. It was really a great time with you. First of all, I am thankful to Almighty for giving me as a courage and a spirit to arrange this event, and His blessing has turned this event into grand success. I, on behalf of AAC and other faculty members, pass my warm thanks to all the participants for their significant presence in their meeting. I especially want to thank our chief guest, Dr. Sethuraman Sir, for his vital appearance. Sir, thank you, Lord, for giving us a precious time in his busy schedule. And I would like to express my gratitude, Reverend Father Director, for providing an encouragement, guidance, and support. Thank you, Father. It's my pleasure to thank Reverend Father Secretary for his absence, for giving us a precious and valuable time from his busy schedule. Thank you, Father. I would like to thank our beloved Father, Principal, for his absence, for guidance and support. We are really honored to have him among us. Father, we are really thankful to you for arranging this function. A special thanks to all faculty members, especially Dr. Savita Devi ma'am, convener, and organizing secretary Dr. A. J. sir, and my dear students, and other participants from other colleges. They all work hard for the success of this function. Thank you all. At the end, I would say thank to our participants from other colleges for coming and enlighten your research to our national conference. Once again, and thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words of appreciation. With this, we officially commence the National Conference on Expanding Frontiers in Chemistry, EFC 25. Now, let us move forward to our technical sessions.
As we step into our first technical session, As we step into our first technical session, we are honored to have with us a distinguished expert in the field of electrochemical sensors. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our esteemed resource person, Professor Dr. M.G. Seduraman, Senior Professor and Dean, School of Sciences, Department of Chemistry, the Gandhigram Rural Institute, Tamil Nadu. With the illustrated career dedication to scientific research and innovations, Dr. Seduraman has made remarkable contributions to the field of electrochemistry, material science, and sensor development. Today, he will be enlightening us on the topic Advanced Metal Organic Framework Based Electrochemical Sensors for Food Additive Detection. Students, let's welcome Dr. M.G. Seduraman with a big round of applause.
To guide and moderate the insightful section, we are privileged to have with us our esteemed section chair, Reverend Father John Pragasam, S.J., Rector of Arul Anandar College. We are honored to have you with us to share this section. With that, I now invite Dr. M.G. Seduraman to take the stage.
Good morning to all of you. Say good morning. I'm sure all very enthusiastic about attending this conference. So at the outset, I would like to first congratulate the chemistry department of Arul Anandar College on this very happy occasion of the silver jubilee of the conference, expanding frontiers in chemistry, EFC 25. The number itself will indicate how many years this conference has gone through. And I'm really proud and grateful to Dr. Seduraman, who coined this title, Expanding Frontiers in Chemistry, because I am reminded of my own experience in founding an institute, Loyola College. In 1995, we institute called Loyola Institute of Frontier Energy. The word frontier has a lot of significance because frontier is the border or the surface, it can always expand. Endless, infinity is the limit. That way, this conference has been very nicely titled, and we are grateful to you, sir, for this wonderful accompaniment of our department more than 30 years now. That way, we are really happy that Professor has been accompanying the department all along, and he is the most appropriate person to be present here, not only for the inauguration, but also to give the first talk today on an important title, Advanced Metal Organic Framework Based Electrochemical Sensors for Food Additive Detection. Now, already Doctor has been introduced to some extent, but this is the right forum to once again remind ourselves of the credentials of Dr. Seduraman. He has been the Senior Professor and Dean of School of Sciences in Gandhigram University, and to his credit, he has been teaching last 35 years with research for 40 years. And his main area of specialization, surface protection strategies, materials chemistry, natural products chemistry, and so on. And to his credit, he has completed 22 PhD students, and still he is guiding 7 more. So congratulations, sir, for the big achievement in the field of research. And he is also a number of publications, overall publications, the UGC CARE listed publications 175, quite a big number, and books published 2, and the number of chapters in edited volume or proceedings 3. And he has also given a list of publications in the recent years, 19 to 24. For lack of time, I'm not going to read that, but just I would like to highlight a few more achievements of Dr. Sethuraman. Major projects handled so far is with a financial outlay of rupees 572 lakhs. That means 5 crores 72 lakhs rupees. And the recent financial outlay is about 42 lakhs. And the number of seminars, conference, workshops organized by him recent times between 19 and 24, 2, number of presentations, seminars, conferences, 121, number of patents, 1, number of invited talks in national international conferences, 14. So he has been shouldering various responsibilities in the university. In the last 5 years, has been the director of research and development, and also controller of examinations in the university, and also registrar and GRI in the year 22. And he has received almost 10 awards during this period of 19 to 24, so not counting the awards received earlier. So he has so much credentials, and we cannot exhaust in a few minutes today. So we are really proud of you, sir, for accompanying our department all along, and the chemistry department will be always ever grateful to your contribution to this campus. So let us give you a big clap to a professor. Just a word of introduction about the topic. I don't know how much I have understood, but little knowledge that I have in that field is the role of electrochemical sensor in food industry, something related to food, medicine. It's rapidly and accurately detecting various food contaminants, additives, and quality parameters like heavy metals, pesticides, mycotoxins, vitamins, and pathogens. And it also provides a means of quality control and food safety monitoring by translating chemical reactions into measurable electrical signals. This helps for on-site analysis with high sensitivity and low detection limits. Just as we are limited by, already we are behind schedule, I would like to inform you that doctor will present his topic for half an hour, and 10 minutes will be available for your interaction, and that will be the happy conclusion for this first talk today on the topic already mentioned, Advanced Metal Organic Framework Based Electrochemical Sensors for Food Additive Detection. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Father. With that, I now invite Dr. M.G. Sethuraman to take the stage and share his expertise with us.
Students, very good morning once again. ஒரு அரை மணி நேரம் கேட்குறீங்க, புரியுறதா? நான் மட்டும்தான் பேசுவேன், கேட்டுக்கலாம். அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்கள் பேசலாம். ஓகே, ஃபைன். கேட்பீங்களா? சரி. We are going to discuss about the kind of sensors which you have developed for food additive detection. இது ஏன் சார் இங்கே நீங்கள் சொல்கிறீங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்டால், this is associated with Arul Anandar College. எப்படி சார் அப்படின்னு கேட்டால், ஸோ இங்கே ஒருத்தர் உட்காந்துருக்கார் செகண்ட் ரோவில் பிரவீன் அப்படின்னு எழுந்திருப்பா. ஆமாம், he is my scholar. He is a product of this institution. He is your role model. Okay, என்ன சார் அப்படின்னு கேட்பீங்க. He has done his PhD under me. He has submitted and waiting for the UGC examination. Please sit down. The boy has gone to Taiwan twice for internship. Okay, and most of this work is actually carried out in collaboration with Taiwan laboratories. Look at a person from a rural background, studied in Arul College, came over to Gandhigram for MSc, then did his PhD there, went abroad twice, could publish about 3 papers in high impact factor journals, another 2 are in the pipeline, and now he is waiting for the UGC examination. Probably he will get a PDF postdoctoral fellowship also, a kind of motivation for all of us. Okay, when Praveen can do, why not you? That is the question. When he can, you can also. We can also. So, for motivating people like you to take up to science and to contribute for the advancement of science, the department is training. They are arranging seminars of this kind only to motivate you. ஏதோ சமிகள்லாம் சேர்ந்து சப்ஜெக்ட் நார் கிழிக்கிறதா செமினார் நினச்சிக்காதே, இது வேற. இது என்ன? டு மோட்டிவேட் யூ டு டேக் அப் டு சயின்ஸ். சரி சார், விஷயத்துக்கு வருவோம். See, what is that we do? We all know about metal organic framework. We have seen under undergraduate course organometallic compounds படிச்சிருப்போம், Grignard reagent படிச்சிருப்போம். அது ஒன்று, where you say that an alkyl moiety or a organic moiety is directly linked to the metal அப்படின்னு. அடுத்த கேள்வி கேட்போம், is calcium oxalate an organometallic compound? கேட்டிருப்பாங்க ஸ்கூலில். This is a new thing that is actually becoming popular in the arena of material science, especially metal organic frameworks. They are porous crystalline materials which are composed of metal knots and clusters linked by organic ligands. See, there will be a metal linked to a organic ligand. What is the advantage of this metal organic framework? One is high surface area. You all know, greater the surface area, greater is the catalytic activity, greater is the surface for adsorption. Am I right? Are you with me? புரியுறதா இல்ல இங்கிலீஷ் படம் பார்க்குற மாதிரி இருக்கா? ஒன்று. Second, tunable porosity. It actually allows selective separation and filtration process. Not only that, it is extremely stable as Sethuramanus. Okay, so thermally and chemically it is stable. They are very much used for wide variety of applications like gas storage, catalysis, drug delivery, sensing. இதெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா முக்கியமான ஏரியா. I'll tell you drug delivery ஒரு சின்ன மட்டும் சொல்கிறேன். இன்றைக்கி என்ன சொல்கிறோம் படிச்சிருப்பீங்க, சொப்னாக்கு கேன்சரா அப்படின்னு ஒரு படத்தில் கூட வரும். ஓகே, இல்லைப்பா பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? கேன்சர் அப்படின்னா டெட்லி டிசீஸ் அப்படின்னு. When you inject a drug, there is a probability of drug attacking even the normal cells. Cancer cells மட்டும் இல்லை, even the normal cells will also get affected. Now, there is a problem. Once you start a chemotherapy, there is a hair fall, there is a change in the voice, there are a lot of metabolic changes which are actually associated. What is the present day discovery or present day research? It is oriented towards targeted drug delivery systems. Find out where exactly the cancerous growth is there, target that particular place, then deliver the drug so that the normal cells are actually spared. So like that, lot of innovations are being tried, and these innovations are tried even through metal organic frameworks. Now these things, carbon nanomaterials are the talk of the town. Okay, what are the carbonaceous materials of size 1 to 100 nanometer are carbon nanodots. கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? Very small in nature. மூர்த்தி சின்னதாக இருந்தாலும் கீர்த்தி பெருசுன்னு கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்போம். So they are extremely powerful in the sense that they are used as theranostic agent. அது என்ன சார் theranostic agent சொல்வீங்க? The therapeutic agents கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. Okay, which are used for curative purposes. Diagnostic agents கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்க, which are actually used for diagnosing a particular disease. ரெண்டுத்தையும் சேர்த்து விடு, theranostic agent. So carbon dots have what? Such purposes, like for example, they are used for bioimaging purposes. They are actually used for degradation purposes, for variety of other purposes actually used. Not only carbon dots, there are other materials are also used. For example, graphitic carbon nitride, carbon nanofibers, functionalized carbon nanofibers. All these are carbonaceous materials, carbon nanomaterials, which are very much actually used. What is the advantage of these kind of carbon nanomaterials? One is high electrical conductivity. So since they have high class so they are ideal for energy storage, and then electronics. Large surface area is there. Mechanical strength is more. So very much they are used in batteries, sensors, drug delivery systems, and what? Drug purification processes. Now, what are the carbon nanomaterials that we have used? One is graphitic carbon nitride. The other one is carbon nanofiber. இன்னொன்று functionalized carbon nanofiber. We'll come to that a little later. Sir, இதில் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கோம் அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, இது we have actually made a kind of composite with metal organic framework and nanomaterials. Okay, carbon nanomaterials. Why அப்படின்னா, there are two purposes. சார், ஒரு சென்சாரா இருக்கணும்னா sensitivity இருக்கணும், சொரணை இருக்கணும் இல்லையா? That is sensitivity. Second is selectivity. So you have sensitivity and selectivity for this kind of sensors developed out of MOFs and what? Carbon nanomaterials. For want of time, I'm just going little fast. Sir, இன்னைக்கு என்ன பிரச்சனை அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, food is the problem. Okay, we are not happy with the home food. அம்மா சாப்பிட்டா பிடிக்கிறது இல்லை. We are in search of mayonnaise, என்னெல்லாமோ இருக்குல்ல. All sorts of things are actually served. It's all dumped on us. There is a kind of attack on our culture through food that is taking place. Okay, fine. So as the result of which, what actually happens is, so many additives are added. These additives are added for variety of purposes. ஒன்று என்னன்னு கேட்டா, நீங்க பார்த்திருப்பீங்க டிவியில 4 நாள் 5 நாள் சிக்கன் பிரியாணி வச்சு விற்கிறான் அப்படின்னு. ஓகே, எல்லாம் டிகிரேடேஷன் ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு அப்படின்னு. ஏன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, to extend the longevity of the food product, to increase the shelf life of the food product, people add additives. They are actually called what? Stabilizing agents or preservatives or antioxidants. ஒன்று. இன்னொன்று வந்து, see, we are all fond of what? Decoration. ஓகே, வெளியில் போகும்போதே ஒரு 5 இன்ச்சு போட்டுட்டு தான் போவோம் இல்லையா? 5-6 கோட்டிங்லாம் போட்டு அப்படி தான் போகிறோம். ஏன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டால், நமக்கு தெரிஞ்ச கிப்ஸ் ரோல், ஃபேஸ் ரோல் சார் சொல்லி கொடுத்துருப்பாரு. இது சவிதா மேடம் F = C - P+2ன்னு, அது கிப்ஸோட ஃபேஸ் ரோல். இப்போ மாடர்ன் ஃபேஸ் ரூல் வேற. அதுவும் F = C - P+2 தான். என்ன தெரியுமா? ஃபேர்னஸ் = காம்ப்ளெக்ஷன் - பவுடர் +2 ஆயிடுச்சு. ஓகே, தட் இஸ் தி மாடர்ன் ஃபேஸ் ரூல். இது FACE. சரி, விஷயத்துக்கு வருவோம். People are fond of these kind of decoration. So dyes are added. Indiscriminate use of dyes are actually added. You have all sorts of coloring agents added to the foodstuff, and majority of them are carcinogenic in nature. They are all cancer producing in nature. They are not safe at all. So there is a need for monitoring the level of these additives. Either they are preservatives or dyes. Okay, so these are the commonly used ones. Propyl gallate. The acceptable limit is 1.4 milligram per kilogram. Tertiary butylated hydroquinone, TBHQ ன்னு சொல்லுவான். Tartrazine, செல்லமா TRS-ன்னுவான். So bisphenol A, இதெல்லாம் நிறைய இருக்கு. If you look at the harmful effects they produce, it is tremendous. You have liver damage, cardiac failure, kidney failure, asthma, allergy, diarrhea. All sorts of disorders are happening. Why? Because of the excessive. Who is monitoring? Nobody is monitoring. That is the problem. So if there is some kind of method to do it, இன்னைக்கு இருக்கிற மெத்தட்லாம் எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, most of them are laboratory based methods. But what do we want? We want field based methods. If you are able to carry some kind of gadget to the shop which sells, and if you are able to test it there is nothing like that. That is what actually we want. Are we able to do it? We are not successful, but people like Praveen are trying to attempt for the development of such gadgets. Sorry, sir. Now, what is the kind of challenge? See, what are the challenges that we have in the traditional methods? There are spectrophotometric methods. Or UV visible spectrophotometer வச்சு absorption கண்டுபிடிச்சு you can usually do it. அதில் என்ன problem இருக்கு அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, one is lack of sensitivity. Selectivity is not there. interfering substances irukkum. Similar substances will start interfering the detection. So all these are the problems that we encounter. Seri, what is the kind of methods that are now used? Electrochemical methods are actually used. ASR electrochemical methods use பண்றாங்க. As I told you some time back, sensitivity is there, selectivity is there, rapid response is there, you can carry it anywhere. Okay, the portability, cost effectiveness, ease of use எல்லாம். See, கொஞ்ச நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட் வந்தது, எத்தனை பேர் கவனிச்சிங்க தெரியல. பஜாஜுக்கு இப்போல்லாம் பைக் தானே, we are all fond of bikes. அப்போல்லாம் வந்து ஸ்கூட்டர்ஸ் இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ ஸ்கூட்டர்ஸ் பஜாஜ் ஸ்டேட்டக் ஸ்கூட்டர் அட்வர்டைஸ்மெண்ட்டுக்கு போட்டிருந்தான். என்ன அப்படின்னு கேட்டால், fill it, shut it, forget it அப்படின்னா. Fill it, shut it, forget it. That is the kind of ad. ஒரு advertisement only makes the product. Okay, washing powder நிர்மா அப்படின்னா சாப்பிடாத குழந்தையெல்லாம் சாப்பிடுது. Okay, we start dancing. The tune really is very important. Okay, ஏன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டால் it serves the purpose. So people are actually attracted towards electrochemical methods because of these kind of reasons. சரி சார், விஷயத்துக்கு வரும். What is that you have done சார் கேட்பீங்க. எனக்கு கொடுத்த சமயமே ஒரு half an hour தான். I'll try to make it as quickly as possible. Tricarboxy phenyl benzene எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம். இதுதான் இப்போ organic material. We have actually formed a kind of complex, a composite with samarium. Okay, so then we have made a composite with this kind of things. Samarium, MOF, GCN ஒரு composite வச்சிருக்கோம். இதுதான் preparation method. I'm not going detail. It's all a well proven method. What did we do with that? We did a FESEM. Okay. Surface, to study the morphology, we have taken the scanning electron microscopic images. Okay, this is the SEM image. We actually did the EDAX. See, chemical characterization, the material characterization is a very important part of any research. So we did the material characterization using EDAX. அதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, we actually could find out the presence of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, samarium எல்லாம். Then we did the XRD analysis. We proved the chemical structure. Then we did the XPS. Okay. Then we did the FTIR also. We could find out the presence of what? C, CN, C double bond N. இதெல்லாம் பார்த்தோம். Then we actually did the electrochemical studies. What are the various methods that we used? Okay, cyclic voltammetric method, differential pulse, pulse voltammetry, and then we have electrochemical impedance spectroscopy. These are 3 electrode systems that actually we made use of. Then what did we do? See, we did the impedance study. Impedance la pathina, this is actually the electrode which we have prepared. Okay, this is actually the sensor that we have developed. Glassy carbon electrode ku RCT value, charge transfer value வந்து ரொம்ப அதிகம், இதுல ரொம்ப கம்மி. So charge transfer கம்மி ஆச்சுனா, what is actually the advantage of it? You are able to have electron exchange, increased electron exchange capacity. So we are able to prove that the prepared electrochemical sensor has increased electron exchange capacity so that it can be used as an electrochemical sensor. Then we actually found out the electroactive surface area. இதுக்கு வந்து Randall-Civic equation இருக்கு. Using that we actually did, and we found out that this has got the highest electrochemical electroactive surface area. பாருங்க, இது not 3 இருக்கு, not 6, double height almost. So that is actually EA-SA value. Then we did the electrochemical oxidation process. என்ன சார் எடுத்துருக்கோம் அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, propyl gallate எடுத்துருக்கோம். Propyl gallate is the one of the additives which we wanted to sense. So that we actually sensed it using the composite samarium based. என்ன, what is that which is actually happening கேட்டா, தம்பி தகராறு பண்றதே. So we did the electrochemical oxidation using CV. We were able to find out that this actually the prepared electrode or sensor had this actually had greater electroactive electrocatalytic active state, and it is able to bring about electrooxidation also. So we actually did varying the concentration. This is the electrochemical mechanism that we actually proposed for the oxidation of propyl gallate. So during the electrochemical reaction, what is actually happening is you have a trihydroxy system. It gets converted into a kind of quinone. okay, moiety. So this is the mechanism that we actually proposed, and then we varied the concentration. We took the concentration of the propyl gallate from 50 micromole to 500 micromole. We were able to see that we are able to sense the propyl gallate at different concentration sites, concentrations very conveniently, and we actually found out that at neutral pH it is able to function very effectively, and at different varying the pH sites, whether it is able to function effectively, we actually found out. That we have done, and then we also did differential pulse voltammetry. I'll tell you. We did with other interference. For example, we took such substances like tertiary butylated hydroquinone, cupric nitrate, alizarin dyes, caffeic acid, ascorbic acid, catechol. All these are the food additives which are actually commonly used. In the presence of all these food additives, how are you able to detect the presence of propyl gallate? We actually found out, and we were able to prove that even in the presence of other additives, we are able to conveniently and sense the presence of propyl gallate. So that way, we were able to prove that the electrochemical sensor that we developed have had very high selectivity, one, good sensitivity, and it is not actually affected by the presence of other ingredients. So that is actually what we have found out, and in fact we took the real samples also, and in fact when we took actually we took the cake, then the other foodstuffs also, and we did the real sample analysis, and we were able to actually find out the concentration of the propyl gallate in all these foodstuffs, okay, including oils, okay, cakes, we were able to find it out. Then, so what is that we have done in this work? The conclusion is we were able to successfully develop a modified glassy carbon electrode with samarium of graphite carbon nitrate composite for effective electrocatalytic oxidation of propyl gallate. We were able to prove the chemical structure of it. We were able to chemically characterize it. We were able to demonstrate excellent selectivity using various interference. We were able to detect the low detection limit and all that, and we are able to prove that it is an effective sensor. This is one of the contributions which we have made. And in fact, we had this work published in Microchemical Journal, which actually has an impact factor of 4.9. Sir, it is not enough if you do the work, you'll have to also have it published in a good journal. Publish or perish was the slogan of yesterday. Now publish, cherish and flourish. So that is the kind of what? People are not really judged by their academic degrees. MSc, PhD, people are asking, what is actually your contribution towards research? What is your H index? Okay, so what is your H index? What is your I-10 index? What is your citation index? That is how they judge. These are all jargons used for deciding the research quality. So research quality metrics. So one has to probably have his publication in a high impact factor journal. Okay, so on the high impact factor journal, you will be regarded as a good scientist. So this is one of the contributions that we have made. Sir, another thing, I'll just try to make it very simple. See, we have made another composite. This time, actually we made zinc MOF with the same organic framework with carbon nanofiber. Okay, composite we actually prepared. Our aim is to have a portable electrochemical sensor system developed. So we did not go for conventional glassy carbon electrode, we actually went for screen printed electrode. So what is the reason for the screen printed electrode is, one, it is actually compact. Second, it is very flexible. It is miniatured and it is suitable for constructing small scale devices. So we had a method prepared for it, and then we went for characterization using the SEM. Okay, நமக்கு செம்மொழியால் அப்படின்னுவாங்க. செம்மொழி தமிழ் இல்ல, கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில செம்மொழி இருக்கு. Okay, scanning electron microscope image. This has all become, see, years back, characterization was such a big task. புரியுதுங்களா? நம்ம கேரக்டரைசேஷன் கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில் கேரக்டரைசேஷனாக என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? ஆர்கானிக் அனாலிசிஸ் கூட காமிப்போம். ஓகே, அலிஃபாட்டிக்கா அரோமாட்டிக்கான்னு இந்தி கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்குள்ளே மொத்தமாக இது மெட்டீரியல் காணா போயிடும். அது அந்த காலத்து மெத்தட். இப்போ என்ன அப்படின்னு கேட்டால், பீப்புள் ஹாவ் ஆல் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்டல் ஃபெசிலிட்டிஸ். கெமிக்கல் கேரக்டரைசேஷனுமா ஐஆர் இருக்கும், என்எம்ஆர் இருக்கும், எம்எஸ் இருக்கும், யூவி இருக்கும். ஓகே, யூ ஹாவ் ஆல் கைண்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ வித்தவுட் டெஸ்ட்ராயிங் த மெட்டீரியல், நான் டிஸ்ட்ரக்டிவ் மெத்தட், யூ கேன் ஈஸிலி கேரக்டரைஸ் இட். அது மட்டும் இல்லை, யூ ஆல்சோ ஹாவ் டு கேரக்டரைஸ் மார்ஃபாலஜி, ஸ்ட்ரக்சரல் ஃபீச்சர்ஸை பார்க்கணும். ஸோ யூ ஹாவ் டனலிங் எலக்ட்ரான் மைக்ரோஸ்கோப்னு. உலகத்தில் பெரிய கவிஞர் யாருன்னு கேட்டால் யாரை சொல்லுவீங்க? கண்ணதாசன், வைரமுத்துலாம் கிடையாது. ராயப்பன், சவிதா தான். பார்க்காத எலக்ட்ரானை சீடபிள் பாண்ட் ஓ நோக்கி இப்படி போடுவாங்க. பார்த்தீங்களா? பார்த்துருக்காரு என்னைக்காவது எலக்ட்ரோநெகட்டிவிட்டிக்கு எலக்ட்ரான் மூவ் ஆகுதுன்னு? இல்லை, அவர் தான் கவிஞர். ஓகே, என்ன சொல்ல வரேன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டால், இப்போ அதெல்லாம் இது இட் ஹஸ் பிகம் அ ரியாலிட்டி. யூ ஹாவ் டனலிங் எலக்ட்ரான் மைக்ரோஸ்கோப். அதில் யூ ஆர் ஏபிள் டு ஈவன் எ ஸ்மால் பார்ட்டிக்கல், யூ ஆர் ஏபிள் டு ஹாவ் வாட்? You are able to find out the structure of, the size of it. You are able to find the shape of it. All that you are able to do. FESM irukku, TEM irukku. Name the, technique. You are what? You have it. To that extent, பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எக்கச்சக்கமான ஃபெசிலிட்டிஸ். முன்னாடியெல்லாம் ஒரு NMR வாங்கணும் அப்படின்னா ஒரு பெரிய பிரம்ம பிரயத்னமாக இருந்துச்சு. காந்தி கிராமில் we have 2 NMRs. 400 MHz ஒன்று இருக்குது, 500 MHz இருக்குது. Can you imagine? In 60 kilometers பார்த்தீங்கன்னா we have at least 3 equipments, NMR itself. புரியுதுங்களா? எதுக்கு அப்படின்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா, see, science has grown so much in this country. So that is why he said we should get motivating. சார் என்ன அட்வான்டேஜ் கேட்பீங்க? சார் 37,000 ரூபாய் இன்னைக்கு. If you join Professor Alagiri for research after your MSc, what will happen? JRF நெட் கிளியர் பண்ணிங்கன்னா 37,000 ரூபாய். செல்ஃப் ஃபினான்சிங் காலேஜில் போகிறீங்கன்னா 8,000 ரூபா கொடுப்பான். You will get only 8,000 to 10,000 rupees. But if you do research, or PhD பண்ணீங்கன்னு வச்சுங்க, என்ன? You will have some 35,000 rupees. If you go abroad, போனீங்கன்னு வச்சுங்களேன், 2 வருஷத்தில் you can come with a car. புரியுதுங்களா? So that has become, PDF போய் பெரிய ஆளாலாம் இருக்காங்க. So what I am trying to say is, this is the right time for deciding your career. And the department is rightly motivated by arranging this kind of conferences. So take up to science, take up to research, do not stop with your BSc or MSc. Okay, சார் முடிச்சோடனே கல்யாணம் அதெல்லாம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, கல்யாணத்துக்கு அப்புறம் பண்ணலாம், படிக்கலாம். Okay, so see that you progress further. சரி சார், விஷயத்துக்கு வருவோம். Now, we did the SEM analysis. We were actually able to prove that rod-like architecture. பாருங்க, we are able to see the surface morphology to that extent. அடுத்தது யாரோ தெரிஞ்சவங்க வந்துட்டாங்க போல இருக்கு. அப்படியாப்பா? இங்கே கவனி பார்க்கலாம், அவங்களும் கவனிப்பாங்கப்பா, சொல்லப்படாது. நெக்ஸ்ட்டு ஈடாக்ஸ். இதில் என்ன இருக்குன்னா, யூ ஆர் ஏபிள் டு ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் த பிரசன்ஸ் ஆஃப் கார்பன், ஆக்சிஜன், ஜிங்க், எக்ஸெட்ரா. ஓகே, அண்ட் தென் யூ ஆர் ஏபிள் டு டூ த XRD. யூ ஆர் ஏபிள் டு ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் வெதர் இட் இஸ் crystalline or amorphous using all this. And then we did the XPS spectra. Elemental analysis பண்ணலாம் XPS பிரகாரம். ஓகே, then we did FTIR, functional group analysis பண்ணலாம். என்னெல்லாம் COC இருக்கா, other bonds இருக்கா, metal chelation இருக்கா, all that can easily be identified by FTIR analysis. And then we did the electrochemical studies. As I said that we used the screen printed electrode for this modified SPA வச்சுக்கிட்டோம், silver electrode as the reference electrode, counter electrode வச்சுக்கோம், 3 electrode systems யூஸ் பண்ணி we tried to find out, we did the electrochemical studies. Last study சொன்னேன்ல, we did the impedance analysis. இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா you have to match it with the kind of circuit. இதுக்கு random circuitனு பேர். I'm not able to go deep into it, probably கொஞ்சம் உங்களுக்கு புரியாமல் இருக்கும். ரொம்ப எதாவது போனீங்கன்னா ஐயோ இந்த ஆளாக இருக்கிறான்னு. So we actually found out a parameter called RCT, charge transfer resistance. The charge transfer கம்மியாச்சுன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம் அப்படின்னு கேட்டால், there is an increased electrical conductivity in அர்த்தம். We were able to prove that the prepared composite had very high electrical conductivity. So it can be easily used as a electrochemical sensor. We proved that. அதுக்கப்புறம் சார் பண்ணீங்க, we found out the electrochemical surface area. The electrochemical surface area we actually found out that this has got a greater surface area, 0.075 for the bare electrode. For the modified electrode, we were able to have 0.416. So, electroactive surface area jastiya irukku. Naturally, catalytic activity also will be enhanced. So, that we actually proved. Then we did the electrochemical oxidation. Okay, we were able to find that for the modified electrode, the peak intensity is actually 3 times greater than the other one. So, this shows that there is a kind of enhanced electrochemical oxidation using this modified electrode. Okay, next. What is actually the mechanism, electrochemical oxidation mechanism? We proposed a mechanism. We actually, what is this actually used for? We used it for tartrazine. Tartrazine is one of the deadliest dyes which are actually used. Niki pathina cake pathina yellow cake paathirpinga. The egg oda yellow la poduvanga. Along with egg yellow, people use tartrazine. The indiscriminate use of tartrazine in foodstuff has become so popular in many of the other countries. Not very much in our country, but even in our country, people have started indiscriminately using that. Okay, so we found out that using this modified electrode, we were able to sense the presence of tartrazine. We were able to prove that the CHOH here undergoes oxidation. We will have C double bond O. CHOH on the C double bond O are there. That is the electrochemical oxidation which is actually taking place, and that is the underlying mechanism for sensing. Okay, then we varied the concentration. We were able to find that from 100 micromoles to 600, we are able to effectively sense the presence of tartrazine. And we also did the pH. We were able to prove that we were able to prove that the effective pH is actually, as you see, from 3.0 to about 11 we did. Okay, from 9 to 11 pathina optimum pH la we were able to sense it. And then we did the differential pulse voltammetry. Again, we were able to show that even at various concentration, there is DPE response does not actually change very much. And then we did the interference studies with other substances like Sudan, yellow, glucose, caffeic acid, etc. All these things are the usual additives which are actually used, and the presence of all this also we could find the tartrazine concentration, however low it is. So why I am saying is, see, additives have become, see, you may ask me, sir, why have you chosen additives? I'll tell you a simple thing. See, there is a problem now. The longevity has increased. People used to die at the age of 65, 70 allam before. Now, people at the age of 90, 95 not out la poitirukanga. So, there is increased longevity. Are people really healthy? You may ask. People are not really healthy. You suffer from all kinds of disorders. You say that you have heart failure, there is cancer. So there are so many things which are actually happening. It's all due to only this. See, you know what is the problem in developed countries like America, where there is an excessive use of plastic? There is a problem. See, plasticizers are actually used. The plasticizers are having the property to mimic estrogen. Sir, enna sir solringa puriyala? See, nammurla pathina the girls attain puberty at the age of what? When they come to 7th standard, 8th standard la. Okay, maturity எப்போ வரும் கேர்ள்ஸ்க்கு 6ஆம் கிளாஸ் 7ஆம் கிளாஸ்ல. If you go to US எல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா they attain puberty at the age of what? 7 or 8. 7 வயசுலயே வயசுக்கு வந்துடுறாங்க. என்ன ரீசன் அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, the reason is the plastic materials. See, they use only canned foods. Okay, they use only canned foods. Most of them are plastic based. The plastic based they use plasticizers. And what is the kind of plasticizers? Bisphenol A, other than ekkachakamana plasticizers actually are used. What is the harmful effect of this plasticizer? They have the estrogenic mimicking property. Estrogen is a female sex hormone. Okay, so estrogenic mimicking property irukadnala, what actually happens is, the moment when you store some food stuff in a plastic container, these plasticizers get leached. Leaching of the plasticizer takes place. As a result of which, when you consume food, the plasticizer also goes into you. When it goes into you, it starts triggering the estrogenic activity. Odane enagum, you at the age of 6 or 5, people attain age. This is the biggest problem. என்ன விவரம் தெரியாத வயசுல suppose if they have all this kind of physiological problem, you just think the state of mind of the girl. Why I am saying is, these are all man-made. Appo there is a need for controlling. There is a need for identifying. And for such purposes only, now we are developing sensors. Sir, நீங்கள் sensors எல்லாம் electrochemical தான் இருக்குமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா chemical sensors are there. Optical sensors are there. Number of other methods are actually finding out. We have to find out a sensor which is very useful. Just what? At the lowest concentration itself, we should be able to find it out. Again, in the presence of other interference also, we should do it. Other interference should not mask the identification process. It should not what? Be a hindrance for the identification of the particular foodstuff. Okay, or particular food additive. That is another thing. And selectivity should also be there. So that is why we have prepared. So thus, I have told you in this lecture that we have developed for propyl gallate and tartrazine 2 composite based water sensors which are very effective. I don't have time, I have only 5 minutes more. I'll try to just summarize it. So this is the kind of food material we have used: jelly, ice cream, soft drinks, candles, candies. We were able to find the presence of tartrazine and we were able to find it out very effectively also. So what is the moral of the story? Don't go for food stuff. What do you know? Spring roll, pizza, never ever go for this. We have fancy for all these things. No, every girl now wants to go. முன்னாடியெல்லாம் வந்து கல்யாணம் ஆகி போகும்போது பீரோ வாங்கித்தா கட்டில் வாங்கித்தாருனாங்க. இப்போல்லாம் they want a microwave oven. Okay, microwave oven போட்டிங்க மைக்ரோவேவில் பிசி ஐங்கர் பேக்கரி போனீங்கன்னா they heat the what? Puffs. Okay, in the microwave oven, they serve the hot puffs. We eat that. We are very happy. But please remember one thing, there is a branch of chemistry which is getting developed. Microwave induced organic reaction enhancement chemistry. More chemistry. Okay, we should learn more chemistry of this also. Microwave irradiated organic reaction enhancement chemistry. Okay, so microwave irradiation can probably what? Induce reaction. When you keep a foodstuff in the microwave oven now, there will be denaturation of proteins. There may be denaturation of proteins. We don't really know what kind of denaturation takes place. Denaturation sometimes are very harmful also. Okay, it can turn into a toxin. Your foodstuff itself can become a toxin also. That also can take place. So what I am trying to say is, it is very easy. It is time that we stop what? Using the additives unless they are absolutely essential. Okay, fine. Now we had this published in Journal of Food Composition Analysis, impact factor 4.0. Again, credit goes to our hero Praveen Kannan, who is here. Okay, so this is another way. So we actually did another thing also. I will not take much time. We prepared this composite. We did not use the tricarboxyphenylbenzene. We used trimesic acid as the organic framework. We actually prepared a MOF using manganese, and then we had a composite with the help of the functionalized nanocarbon fiber, and then we studied in the usual way. We did the FESM analysis, EDAX, XRD, XPS, FTIR, and then we did the electrochemical analysis also. We found out that this has got excellent selectivity, sensitivity, least interference from other compounds. All that we were able to show. So what I am trying to say is, this again was proved as a very good material. We had it published in Microchemica Acta. Okay, this is a journal with 5.3 as an impact factor. So what I am trying to say is, number of this actually we used it for bisphenol A, okay, for detection. So what I am trying to say is, number of food additives are used, and for detection of each of these food additives there are methods which are already there, but most of them are cumbersome. So it is our endeavor to see that effective, simple strategies are developed. So towards that objective only we worked out, and we have so far prepared about 5 electrochemical sensors for 5 different additives. I'm sure that this will enthuse you to do work in this area. I won't say that it is a very big work and all that, but it is a significant work in the area of food safety and analysis. Okay, so with this, let me thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to, present my work, our laboratory work in this forum. I'm sure that you will all get motivated to do research. Let me again say that this is again, BSc students, this is a kind of what? A kind of spark that you are going to get today. It will ignite your mind. It will stay in you. Probably it will come out as a big what? Fire sometime later. Okay. See, I'll try to just tell it with a small this thing. See, what is needed for a research is only what? Presence of mind. Okay, nothing. Hard work வேணும், sincerity வேணும், ஒரு presence of mind வேணும். You should have passionate. If you want to be a successful scientist, what is needed? You should do hard work. Okay, work பண்ணா தான் தம்பி success கிடைக்கும். Work பண்ணாலனா success கிடைக்காது. ஒரே ஒரு இடத்துல தான் success முன்னாடி வரும், work பின்னாடி வரும். எங்க தெரியுமா? எங்க? டிக்ஷனரியில தம்பி, டிக்ஷனரியில success முன்னாடி வரும், work பின்னாடி வரும். ரியல் லைஃப்ல முதல்ல ஒர்க்கு, அப்புறம் தான் சக்ஸஸ். டிக்ஷனரி நம்ப முடியுமா? டிக்ஷனரியில் டைவோர்ஸ் முன்னாடி வருது, மேரேஜ் பின்னாடி தான் வருது. புரியுதா? அதனால let us not depend on that. So please get motivated. பாருங்க, hundreds and thousands of papers are published every day in leading journals, all because of the hard work. It is not enough if you do the hard work, you do the smart work also. So take up to science. See that the best is actually produced. Sir, நாளைக்கு பேப்பர் போட்டா ஒரு சேதுராமன் அப்படின்னு கூகுளில் போய் தட்டினா, இன்னைக்கு மாறி போச்சுல. முன்னாடி மாதா பிதா குரு தெய்வம் இருந்தார், இப்போ மாதா பிதா கூகுள் தெய்வம் மாறிடுச்சு. ஓகே, பேரை தட்டினா அப்படி வரணும். சேதுராமன் அப்படின்னு தட்டினா ஒரு 16 ஃபைல் வரணும். திருடினா கொள்ளையடிச்சான் அப்படி இல்லை. ஓகே, இங்கே லெக்சர் கொடுத்தா, இந்த பேப்பர் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணா, இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் எடுத்தான்னு வரணும். ஸோ தட் இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி த கைண்ட் ஆஃப் வாட் நேம் அண்ட் ஃபேம் we should have as students. I am sure that you all will become the best. Sir, எனக்கு ஒரு சின்ன ஆதங்கம். கெமிஸ்ட்ரி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கிளாஸில் போய் ஒரு தடவை நடத்துகிறோம். ரோசன்மன் ரிடக்ஷன் அப்படின்றோம், கிரிக்னாட் ரியேஜென்ட் அப்படின்றோம். ஓகே, வில்லியம்சன் சிந்தசிஸ்ன்றோம், என்னைக்காவது ஒரு நாள் பிரவீன் சிந்தசிஸ். ஓகே, சரவணன் ரியேஜென்ட்டு அப்படின்னு வராதான்னு ஒரு சின்ன ஆதங்கம் தான். எங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கணும்? அருளானந்தரில் ஆரம்பிக்கணும். Okay, you should have fire in the belly. You should have fire in the belly. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம் சார்? வயிற்றுச்சல்னு அர்த்தம் இல்லை. You should have that kind of motivation. So take up science, you will become the best. Thank you all for your presence and patience. Thank you everybody. ஏதாவது கேள்வி இருக்காப்பா? கேள்வி நான் கேட்கட்டுமா இல்லை நீ கேட்குறீங்களா? ஏதாவது தேவையாது அப்படின்றீங்க. சொல்லுப்பா. Do you have any reason? ஏதாவது சும்மா கேளுங்க. ஏதோ லார்ட் லபக் தாஸ் அந்த மாதிரி அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம். ஏதாவது கேள்வி இருக்கா? எனி கொஸ்டின் தட் யூ ஹேவ்? அவன் பர்மிஷன் கொடுக்குறான், கேளு நீ அப்படின்னு. அப்படியா ஐயா? நீ சொன்னதான் கேட்பாங்களா? சொல்லின் செல்வர் அவர் அப்படின்னா என்ன தெரியுமா அர்த்தம்? நீ சொல்லின் அவர் செல்வர், வெளியில் போயிடுவார். இருக்கப்பா ஏதாவது கொஸ்டின்? ஃபோட்டோ எடுத்திருக்கியா ஐயா? என்ன எடுத்திருக்கியா? அனுப்பு பார்க்கலாம். சரி, தேங்க்யூ ஒன்ஸ் அகெயின். இந்த பாருப்பா, நினைக்காதீங்க சாதாரணமாக ஐயோ சேதுராமன் சொல்கிறான்னு. 2 நிமிஷம் எடுத்துக்கலாமாம்மா? ஒரு ஐ எம் அன் ஆப்டிமிஸ்ட். ஆப்டிமிஸ்ட்டுக்கும் பெசிமிஸ்ட்டுக்கும் என்ன சார் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ்ன்னு கேட்பீங்க. சின்ன கதையை சொல்லி முடிச்சிடுறேன். ஓகே, ஒரு நாள் 2 ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸு, ஒருத்தன் ஆப்டிமிஸ்ட்டு, இன்னொருத்தன் பெசிமிஸ்ட்டு. இன்றைக்கி ஏன்டா சவிதா மேடம் இன்றைக்கி போய் இதை வச்சுருக்காங்க நேஷ்னல் செமினாரை அப்படின்னு நினச்சேன். இன்றைக்கி பசங்களாம் அப்படியே துள்ளி இருக்கான். இன்றைக்கி தெரியுது சார், வேலண்டைன் டேன்றதுனால பாவம் அப்படியே எந்தூசியாஸ் எல்லாம் ஹை எனர்ஜியில் தான் இருக்கான். பார்த்தீங்கன்னா யாரும் S0 ஸ்டேட்லேயும் இல்லை, S2 S3யில் தான் இருக்கான். சரி, விஷயத்துக்கு வருவோம். 2 ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்ப்பா, ஒருத்தன் ஆப்டிமிஸ்ட்டு, இன்னொருத்தன் பெசிமிஸ்ட்டு. அன்றைக்கி பெசிமிஸ்டோட பர்த்டே. பெசிமிஸ்டோட ஃபியான்சி அவனுக்கு ஒரு ஆரோ ஷர்ட் வாங்கி கொடுத்தாங்க, ஒயிட் ஆரோ ஷர்ட். ஒயிட் ஆரோ ஷர்ட்டோட விலை என்ன தெரியுமா? 3,800 rupees. ஓகே வாங்கி கொடுப்பீங்களாம்மா? சரி, 3,800 rupees-ஐ அவன் ஃபியான்சியை கொடுத்ததை போட்டுட்டு இப்படி வரான். அந்த பொண்ணு அங்கேருந்து எதிர்க்க வரேன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கு. நம்மளால் அப்படியே நீடு கேட்டு நெடும் பயணன்ற மாதிரி போயிட்டே இருக்கான். They took a long walk. The girl has not come. They sat under a tree. ஓகே, ஒரு பெஞ்சில் உட்காந்தாங்க. They saw a crow in the tree. அதுலேருந்து என்னாச்சு, இந்த க்ரோவிலேருந்து பேர்ட் ட்ராப்பிங், காக்கா எச்சமிட்டுது. யார் மேலே? இந்த பெசிமிஸ்ட் இல்லையே, ஆரோ ஷர்ட் மேலே. யார் வாங்கி கொடுத்த ஷர்ட்டு? ஃபியான்சி வாங்கி கொடுத்த ஷர்ட்டு. அலர்ட்டாக இருக்குது இந்த பொண்ணு. சரி, ரைட்டு. ஸோ இது ஆச்சு. ஹோல் டே இவனுக்கு ஈ பிகேம் அப்செட். நம்ம ஆள் வாங்கி கொடுத்தது என்ன நினைப்பாளோ, சாதாரணமாகவே கடிப்பா, இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சாயில்டு ஷர்ட்டை போட்டால் என்ன பண்ண போகிறாளோ அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு the whole day passed off. He was cribbing. He spent the whole day worrying. He did not have the courage to meet his ஆளு also. Okay, that was the day. இப்படியே போச்சு, ஆளையே பார்க்காம முடிச்சிட்டான். அடுத்த நாள் it was the optimist birthday. He too had a fiancée. She too presented a good arrow shirt. This fellow wore that shirt. They took the walk on the same street. They sat under the same tree. The same crow was waiting. என்ன ஆச்சு? அதே மாதிரி அவனுடைய இந்த ஆப்டிமிஸ்டோட ஷர்ட்லேயும் காக்கா எச்சமிட்டது. யூ நோ வாட் இஸ் தி ஆப்டிமிஸ்ட் சே? தம்பி, ஏன் தொல்லை பண்ணுற? பொறுமையாரு, என்ன வேணும்? நல்ல பையன் இருக்கட்டும், கொஞ்சம் லேட்டாக தானே வந்தாங்க, 2 minutes இருப்பாங்க, ஏன் பதற? அப்படியே நில்லு, பொறுமையாரு, நான் நிற்கலையா? சரி, விஷயத்துக்கு வா. என்னாச்சு? திஸ் ஃபெலோ ஆல்சோ ஹேட் எது அந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம். இவன் ஆப்டிமிஸ்ட்டு, எச்சம் விழுந்தது. இவன் என்ன பண்ணான் தெரியுமா? He looked up the sky and said, thank God elephants don't fly அப்படின்னா. நல்ல வேளை யானைகள் பறப்பதில்லை அப்படின்னா. லுக் அட் தி ஆட்டிடியூடு. நம்மால் போச்சு, சாதாரணமாக கடிப்பான்னு சொல்லி முத நாள் அழுதுகிட்டே உட்காந்தான். அவன் பெசிமிஸ்ட்டு. இவன் என்ன பண்ணான்? நல்ல வேளை யானைகள் பறப்பதில்லை, யானை பறப்புன்னு என்ன இருக்கும், மொத்த மூஞ்சியை காலியாக இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு நினச்சிட்டு அப்படி அவன் பாட்டுக்கு போனானா. தட் இஸ் த ஹவு an optimist should be. அதனால் எதுக்கும் கலங்காதீங்க. கலங்குவியா ஐயா? வந்துடுவாங்க, கவலைப்படாது, கலங்காது, கலங்காமல் இரு. They will all be happy. So thank you all for your present patience. The world is very small. Untouchability is a crime. Let us all keep in touch. The contact details, if you have any queries, எல்லாருக்கு எதிரையும் கேட்கறது கஷ்டமாக இருந்தால் கூட send a mail or message or WhatsApp or anything. Okay, thank you all for presence. Okay, திரும்ப சொல்கிறேன்ப்பா, இப்போ ஆடுற ஆட்டமெல்லாம் என்றைக்கும் இருக்காது, புரியுதா? எது வேணும்னா வாழ்க்கையில் முன்னேறணும்னு, முன்னேறினா தான் உலகம் மதிக்கும். முன்னேறணும்னா இப்போ ஆட்டத்தை குறைச்சிக்கிட்டு படித்தா தான் முடியும். ஓகே சார், பாயிண்ட் வரீங்க சார் சிலபஸ்க்கு அப்படின்றீங்க, இதுதான் நடக்கும். அதனால் டெவலப் சம் கைண்ட் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட். நல்ல டீச்சர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, நல்ல டெவலப்மெண்ட் இருக்குது, இந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்குது. த கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் அருளானந்தர் ஆர் நோன். ஓகே, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு லயலா காலேஜ்லேருந்து ஒரு ஆள் பெரிய ஆளாக இருந்து பெரிய விஷயம் இல்லைப்பா. நம்மளை மாதிரி ரூரல் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன்லேருந்து ஒரு ஆள் இந்த அளவுக்கு பெரிய ஆளான்றா அதுதான் பெரிய விஷயம். ஸோ அதுக்கு தான் பிரவீன் மாதிரி இருக்கிற ஆளுங்க உங்களுக்கு ரோல் மாடல்ஸ். ஐ எம் ஷுர் that will ignite your mind, that will make you think, that will make you perform. So start focusing on these kind of things. இன்னைக்கு சாயங்காலம் போய் ஒரு கோல் செட்டிங் பண்ணு. பாவி ஒருத்தன் 11:30 மணி வரைக்கும் அர்த்தம் அப்படின்னு நினச்சிக்கிட்டு என்ன சொன்னான்றது நினச்சி கொஞ்சம் பாரு. டெவலப் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட். எக்ஸாமுக்காக படிக்காத, டெஸ்ட்டுக்காக படிக்காத, நாலேஜ்க்காக படி. ஓகே, டெவலப் பேஷன் டுவர்ட்ஸ் வாட் த சப்ஜெக்ட், யூ வில் பிகம் த பெஸ்ட். தேங்க்யூ எவ்ரிபடி.
Thank you for the engaging discussion. We deeply appreciate the knowledge and expertise shared by Dr. M.G. Seduraman. Sir, your contribution to this field is truly inspiring, and we are grateful for your time today. We also extend our sincere gratitude to our session chair, Reverend Father John Prakasam, S.J., for presiding over this session and for his invaluable support.
With that, we conclude technical session 1. Let's take a short break of 15 minutes before we resume here for technical session 2, which will be a virtual presentation. Please enjoy refreshments, and we will resume here at 11:40 a.m. for the next session. Participants, the refreshments are in the kiosk. Please go there and take your refreshment and receive here at 11:40.